Well, here we are, everybody. We are returning back to BlackPink. We are doing Forever Young, a dance practice, our first one of the week. And honestly, the song will be there in the video, so I feel like this is something I really like because we get the song, and then a little bit of extra understanding through the choreography as well. So I think that this will be pretty cool. So let's check it out, shall we? Forever Young.
떠나지 마 Just stay 지금 이 시간을 멈춘 채 너와 함께라면 난 I could die in this moment Forever young
Yo. Okay.
끝이 없을 것처럼 달려 너와 나 붉은 sunset 아래 너는 지금 내 옆에 Pink down and murdered out like it ain't a thing 다 필요 없어 주인공은 누디 Say life's a bitch but mine's a movie 내 diamond try to will shine together Whenever, wherever, forever, ever, ever 짜릿하게 더 위험하게 세상 저 끝까지 가볼래 Let's go 지금 let go 오늘이 가도 후회 없게 시간이 우리 둘을 떼어놓을 수 없게 순간이 영원할 수 있게 넌 내 마음에 불을 질러줘 후회 없는 젊음이 타오르게 세상 무엇도 두렵지 않아 tonight I could die in this moment Forever young BlackPink is the revolution
Okay. I think one thing that needs to always be understood, one of the reasons why I actually really like to watch dance practices is, yes, I'm a metalhead and yes, I'm a vocalist, but there's also a part of me that has always been familiar with dance. It's what I actually went to college for before, that's what I went to college for. But the interesting thing is I think one thing that I need to always kind of state that I think I would like to have understood is that when you are preparing a choreography like this, and you're doing these dance practice videos, for me, as much as it's cool to have like biases and stuff like that, and sure, there's some people that catch my eye more than others and all this other stuff, I am almost always 100% more for the group themselves before anything else. And I feel like that dance practices remind me of this, because I remember what it was like to be in a troupe, and I remember what it was like to be able to rely on those around me for what I am weak on, and they can rely on me for what they're weak on, and we can always have this nice, beautiful exchange to always show what our strengths are and be able to rely on those around us, that when we are going up against our weaknesses as well. And I feel like that when I watch this, there is so much that's going on. This is actually a fairly cool choreography. I actually really like a lot what's going on in here. First and foremost, I think that the way that they have this like start off, and the arm swinging here is fairly consistent throughout. They bring it up a few times in the dance.
This moment, forever young, forever young.
I like the fact that it feels a little bit more slow. They brought it down to a nice pace. It's not trying to rush out. It's not trying to do anything crazy. There's just a nice flow here of just it going along with the vibe of the music. And it is so important and so impressive because for me, I'm a musician who likes to go really fast. I am more of a power metal guy. I'm sure I like some other crazy metal stuff, but like as fast and as intricate as things can be played, that's what I try and go for in music. And it's kind of funny because while I was studying for college, I was always more for my two main dances were always waltz and tango. So I like the flowiness, and I like being able to see the sharpness, and we get a lot of that in this as well. And I think actually one thing that I feel like, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, please, but I feel like that BlackPink must have been the ones to start the like little shake dig on the legs. I'll see if I can find it and point it out, because I feel like everybody does this now. This right here, this seems like something that, because of how old this is, you can kind of see that maybe this is what has inspired a lot of other dances to start including the little leg twist. Right there. I think that's another thing that's really weird too, because most things in Ballroom, which is what I did, were, everything had a name. It's like, oh, there's a grapevine, there's a, whatever. Everything always had a name, so I don't know if these all have names, but I call it the little leg twist. That's that's something I feel like, for how old this is, this must have been something that inspired that. And like the interesting thing is like, now we're sitting here talking about, like, we've talked about their rapping abilities, the singing abilities, and in a sense, I feel like now is probably a good time to talk about the fact that, they're actually pretty good dancers as well. This is really nice. There's a lot going on here that kind of shows their knowledge of the dance, because honestly, like, there's a lot of subtlety here, and then there's like a lot of really big movements that really capture their knowledge here. Like soft little hand movements here, and the windshield wiper. Sure, it's a nice smooth little theme. Boom, look at that formation, held. Multiple formations going through right there. Really nice shift right there. Great work in the back. Great shift. Nice way to get people moved around. Very dramatic. Like that. And see, very dramatic to very soft, and very dramatic to very subtle. I like how that happens. That actually is a ballroom step right there. Yeah, it's almost like a cha-cha step actually. But very interesting. No, very underrated in a lot of ways. They did a lot. Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm down. Let me know what y'all think. We'll discuss this down in the comments below. Thank you. And dulce para kila.